You know, we can really look around at the world right now, and it's easy to be like, what's going on? Like, this doesn't feel right. Like, something's different, and I don't really like it that much. Or we can look around and still say, something's different, something's not like it used to be. Like, what's going on with the world? I don't know, but this uncertainty, it's kind of making me feel good in one way. Like, kind of like we're doing the right thing that we're supposed to be going down. I don't know if you know what I'm saying at all. Yeah, the world is changing, and really a lot of things have been going on. We've seen, I know, certain organizations of anger, certain things of fear that have happened, right? I don't know, but I do know that everything's changing right now, right? So let me ask, are you gonna change with the world? Now, I'm not here to give any answers to you, but I can tell you what I do feel like is going on and what resonates with me and what I understand, see, and some even proof that I've had. And there's obviously people that go deeper about what's happening on the world right now. I just want to give you my perspective. Because, you know, stuff has happened in my life, you know, suggesting some sort of a great awakening, great change, or shift in the planets that we would be going through right about now. You know, I heard about this a year ago, not even that long ago, and kind of living in it. So it's happening. We're making a worldly shift. Some people are gonna get left behind. Some people are gonna make it. Don't fear what I'm saying. You probably have no clue what I'm saying, or you do. There's literally, you have no clue what I'm saying, or you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me just get into this, alright? So, right now in the world, I believe, I feel like, and I see that we are going through something called the Great Awakening. We're also going through, it's called the solar flash, people have called it. We're going through a shift into fifth dimensional consciousness, right? We're just going through a big change. And here's what's in the Great Awakening. Here's what it kind of, you know, entails and consists of. So the Great Awakening that we're going through right now is obviously a huge change in the world because we're starting to see the truth. And people are so-called awakening. A lot of people are having even spiritual awakenings, starting to realize that we are immortal spiritual beings living a temporary human existence. And, you know, like right now we're kind of all digging deep and asking questions, seeing that there's more to reality, and reality is favoring those who have high vibrations. Reality is manifesting abundance quicker than ever for those who have good karma, high karma, who are living a holistic life, you know? People that are vegan, I know that you may vegan has a certain connotation to it, right? But not in a separation context. Just saying people who have compassion, but people who are, you know, meditating, keeping their vibes high is favoring right now, okay? Because I want to tell you a little story, alright? Let's go back a little bit. I first heard about the Great Awakening in 2019. I was just leaving my uncle's because, you know, I dropped out of university, didn't want to go back to my mom's because she wouldn't really accept me at the time. I had to go through a lot to fix a relationship with her. Besides that, I was living at my uncle's. I had to move out because, you know, things weren't really working out too much between us. And, you know, just for other reasons, like I love him very much. And so I was hopping on this train to go back home. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, but I thought, like, you know, I want to do something creative. Music, radio, recording. And I was actually talking to this one girl at the train station, told her I had all these plans. And she's like, oh, that's so cool. It's really interesting that you're into that because I know someone, my husband is actually working for an internship for a radio company and a recording company. You should talk to him. And I'm like, cool, can you give me his contact? She's like, actually just go to this channel, search up this channel online and tell them that you want to speak with Hugh. And I'm like, alright, Hugh. And the channel was called That Channel. So here's this girl, told me to tune into this channel to get an internship there. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I get on the train, and mind you, before this, I'd just been going down Instagram. I follow a lot of like spiritual pages on Instagram, right? And it was all telling me and all showing me like so many things were synchronizing, saying there's gonna be a great awakening. This thing called the solar flash. There's this gonna be a splitting of planets, of the fifth dimensional consciousness breaking apart from the third dimensional, alright? The fifth dimensional being us all realizing that we are immortal spiritual beings living a temporary human existence. The 5D being us in high vibration, 5D being us manifesting all of our perfect creations, 3D being thinking we're just these temporary physical bodies, 3D being we don't have high vibrations, we're low because we believe we're separate, you know, like we're not one. Every single person is separate and all for themselves. The 3D mentality. In 2020, we're going to see this great awakening of many people waking up, and people that raise their vibration is going to go over here into 5D, right? And I was like, cool. So this is before the train ride. I'm seeing all these synchronistic things like Instagram posts, YouTube videos, just like all popping up on my feed. I'm not even looking for it, you know? And then I hop on the subway that day, back to this day, I hop on the subway that day, and I tune in, I search up That Channel, and it's like a small time channel, right? But they actually have an internet live stream. So I go on the internet live stream, and lo and behold, high and behold, they are talking about the solar flash. They're talking about the Great Awakening live. And they're talking about how between 2020 and 24, it's going to be a time of worldly splitting. It's going to be a time of many people awakening. And I saw that on the train. I tuned in. What are the chances, right? That this girl literally just tells me, like, yeah, go tune into That Channel, ask them for an internship, right? I never asked them for an internship. I'm doing a YouTube channel right now. But, yeah, what are the chances that I ask that person that? I go on the train, I tune into the live stream, and they're literally saying things like, you know, people are either, like, you're going to be living hell on earth after the shift, or you're going to be living heaven on earth after the shift, right? And we are going through the shift right now. Actually, right now it's something called the Eye of the Needle. There's just somebody called Bashar, right? And Bashar is actually a high vibrational entity, as we all have these multi-dimensional things about us, right? We're not just this physical human body, right? We're not just this physical human body. We're vaster. Every single thing we do puts us on a different timeline. Every movement that I have rarely shifts me onto a parallel timeline. And there's that of me super with an elevated consciousness, my highest self, right? And I believe that my highest self has been coming through for a purpose, and many other people's highest selves have been coming through right now. So Bashar is actually a very high vibrational entity channeled by a man named Daryl Anko, which is, you know, like on our physical plane. And Bashar says, you know, like the ever-present entity, he's saying that right now, as you're watching this, we are in the eye of the needle, and what we do for the next 1 to 3 months, like right now, for the next 1 to 3 months, as a collective consciousness, is going to determine the rate of change, how the world is for the next 3 to 5 years. That meaning that we are on an amplified time of manifestation. What we are thinking right now, like, let me know if you've experienced this, right? What you think manifests faster than ever, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, right? Like, so much is changing right now, and I feel like it's a great awakening. People are asking questions, and then you got stuff going on like the pandemic and riots, right? And understand that there have been certain figures in the world, right? There have been certain systems, certain structures in the world that keep people at a certain vibration. And when I say vibration, I just mean your own natural vibration. You know, like vibes, you understand vibes, like our vibration. Fear is a vibration, joy is a vibration, bliss, love, neutrality, they're all just vibrations, right? So there have been certain systems in place to keep the vibration of the planet at a certain level. And now you're like, this guy's getting kind of conspiracy theory-ish, right? No, it's just facts, right? That news, how come we go on the news and we see fear all the time? It's fear, 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 all the bad things happening in the world on the news, right? We see that all the time. Or certain systems just like even buying stuff, right? The fear of not fitting in with people, the fear of not fitting in with the world, that's something that's planted into us, right? Well, so those are the systems to keep us in a lower vibration of fear and anger. And when we're in fear and anger, we're really easily controlled. And this gives certain people power because they can control us. They can harness all the power by putting us in fear. Because we can literally blindly follow anything we're told. The world is a bad, scary place is what they want to say. Since we're in fear and anger, like we'll believe that. And we believe that they have all the answers. They don't have all the answers though, right? It's just an illusion. So right now, like we're seeing stuff like people are asking questions. People are all alone. People are isolated. Not even just that. People have been starting to awaken just naturally because the natural vibration of the planet has been raising. And as more people awaken, we're actually awakening more people, because as more people raise their own vibration, it makes me more likely that the person and the neighbor next to me is gonna have a raised vibration, because vibes are energy and that energy amplifies and spreads, right? So the more that we awaken, the more that we can awaken other people as well, right? So a lot of people have just been naturally awakening, asking questions, seeing, yeah, the news isn't really like, some people are tuning into the news and literally laughing, seeing how fake it is, right? Like, the news isn't really that good. Certain people have been seeing that, yeah, the media isn't really pushing all that real stuff, right? And the power is being lost by the people that are currently holding it, that are putting us in fear and anger, right? And basically those systems are starting to fall. So hear me out when I say this. It's going to sound out there. It's going to sound esoteric. I firmly believe that in the last effort to try and get everybody in fear and everybody in anger, certain entities, which are, you know, actual people, call them the reptilians or whatever you want to call them, right? Just people that hold power, people that are in the top elite of controlling everything that we feel. They understand that they've been losing power through people awakening and asking questions. So as a last sort of destination, what they did is they orchestrated a certain kind of event to happen in the world to put everyone in fear and go crazy by staying inside their houses and fear one another, not want to give each other hugs, not want to see each other. It's not working though, because we're doing worldwide meditations, which is shifting our timeline. They orchestrate certain things. They put bricks in a riot just there, so a bunch of angry people can maybe get angrier. Just, they're random people placing bricks. And this isn't even conspiracy. This is proof. This has been seen to happen. There are people paying certain people to loot buildings. People have been seen giving people money to smash windows. Right? It's not me just making this up. Do your own research here. Do your own research. Because, like, everything I say, shouldn't blindly follow it or believe it. Listen to what resonates. Listen to what I say that resonates. Listen to what people say that resonates within you. And do your own research, right? So, understand, we're in a time of shifting timeline. When we did worldwide meditations on 4/4 on the summer solstice, where everyone had meditated for an hour, I believe we literally shifted our timelines, raised our planet's vibration so much that they can't put this stuff in you because of a disease, right? They can't put this mandatory vaccination inside of you. They can't do that no more because we won't allow it, because we're too high of a vibration. right? They can't make us be in fear and close us cause us to close our third eye. They can't do that no more. Because we too high of vibration, right? Understand that what's going on right now is not just coincidence, it's synchronistic, it's meant to happen. If you're watching this, you are on a timeline of the most optimal timeline for yourself. There are going to be lots of challenges in spiritual awakening. It just happens. The spiritual ego, the death of the ego, not understanding what anyone is, but just trusting the process. So trust the process, right? Because as you do certain things, you want to make the shift, you want to be living in the reality, because trust me, depending on where you are right now, there is the reality where things are 5 times worse. Like, things are terrible, and there is the reality where things are just like blissful and beautiful. There are both realities, and what we're seeing is an acceleration of us going towards those realities based on what we're doing right now. Like an acceleration, we're moving faster than ever into the realities that we want to experience, or that we are experiencing. Sometimes we don't want to experience it, but we are, because of our thoughts. So you want to experience that higher reality, just raise your vibration. Search up anything on raising your vibration. I don't want to keep you for too much longer, right? Meditate, be grateful. Gratefulness is one of the most powerful tools to raise your vibration. Remember, based on what you're thinking right now, what you're doing right now, it's gonna put you in alignment with a reality that's 4 times worse or 4 times better, right? Just by watching this, you're going towards the 5D. Just want you to know that, okay? How to raise your vibration, search it up. I might do my own video on it sometime, but just understand that you are meant to be experiencing this right now. This is not a bad thing, or it's a good thing even. It's not a good thing even. It just is, right? We're living at different times than we were before. That's all. You're going to be okay, and you're going to be even better if you raise your vibration, right? And just watch your thoughts. Watch them. Observe them. And don't become them. Alright, guys. So it was a bit of a longer one, and this one I went more deep into things that I haven't done before. Let me know if you like this kind of video. Hit the like button. That's one way I can know you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. That way we can grow together, and share this if you know there are people that would really resonate with it. I appreciate every single last one of you. Peace out. Namaste. Keep on raising your vibration. I love you. You are loved.